to my channel. My name is Andrea. I go by the Andrea Life. I'm a big girl in a big world just trying to get a life. And if you're interested to know what I'm going to do to exit stage left of my lazy girl era, please stay tuned. You know what to do. I'll be right back. I don't know why, as of late, y'all, I've been wanting to do this. Pray for me. I don't even know where that's from. Hi, y'all. Once again, my name is Andrea, and I go by the Andrea Life. If you want to know what I'm going to do to exit the lazy girl era, this is the video for you. But if you also want to know who I am, what I'm about, what this channel is about, please watch the video inserted here. One thing that made me want to do this video before I even get started, this is not going to be a long video at all, but I just hope that this video can inspire you and get you, if you're in your lazy girl era right now, no matter how old, how young, what your station in life is, if you know you go home and you do the same old thing and you are not planning on changing that anytime soon, but you just need a little push, yeah, this is for you. But I had to be real with myself. This is not something that you do overnight. This is not something that happens overnight. This is years of me just being in my own little bubble, not getting out there, not putting myself out there, being fearful, being scary. And when I was doing this video and I had my plan and was writing everything down, I got a little scared. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I got a little scared because I said, you about to do everything the opposite of what you've been doing. Your whole life, the last 10 years has been one depressive, lazy, crazy, unmotivated bubble. And it has to pop. You want something done, of course, you have to put in the work, but if you want something, you really want something that everyone and their mama has told you that you can't have, or something that you might have even told yourself that's just so far beyond you, something that you can't have, you have to get over your fear. Everything you want is on the opposite end of your fear, on the other side of your fear, excuse me. And when I was doing this video, I'm like, girl, yeah, it's cute to do this because I think this is some type of trend, but I realized, I'm like, girl, you are just so unmotivated. Like, really, honestly, like, I have so many different things that I want to do, but you're not putting in the work to do what you have to do. Like, it's just that simple, honestly. And with this video, I wrote down like 6 or 7 different things that I'm going to do to be successful for Q3 and beyond, but I just have to do it. You got to be real with yourself. You have to sit with yourself and just really just sit there and think, like, what have I been doing? What have I been doing? Why have I been in such a bad mood? Why have things not been going the way that I want? And we can point blame and we can say other people have done things, or you have a lot of distractions, and I can just, maybe I don't have a dog in the single mom fight. I really don't. Or mom fight. I don't have any kids. I have no responsibilities. I lead a very self-absorbed to myself life. I don't like a lot of people in my space. There's just a laundry list of reasons why I've created this armed fortress in my hood adjacent apartment, and why I have not been doing what I'm supposed to do. I can at least say, as of late, I've had a little motivation to stay in my apartment. Like I said in my first video, talking about my testimony, what I've been doing and trying to get out of the darkness into the beautiful light, marvelous light, with the beauty of mercy and heaven to shine bright. I don't even think that's the way the song goes, but I just recently lost a parent. I lost a job. I had health issues. It was just crazy. The last couple of months, I had some issues with my personal life. I just am now getting to a spot where I am more mentally clear and more ready for this to happen. So enough of that soapbox. Let's talk about what I got to do. Number 1, work out. And I had to do a heavy sigh with that because I'm not happy with where I am with my physical person. I am not happy with my body. And I think a lot of what I don't want to do, a lot of what I want to do is held back by the idea of how unhealthy I am and how uncomfortable I am. I am a confident woman. Please don't ever get it twisted. But I am unhealthy and I'm not happy with myself. So I plan on working out, and I have a video coming up soon about what I'm going to be doing, what kind of regimen, once I find one that works for me. No, I'm not interested in getting a personal trainer. I can't even afford one right now if I really wanted it. I just want to get into a regimen, and that's what my first month is going to look like. Just me just going to the gym and getting my body used to waking up and getting my body used to being on a schedule and just being more active. That's what I'm going to do to exit the lazy girl era. So it's going to be a slow, gradual crawl, you know. We're going to just slowly roll our shoulders on in to Planet Fitness. But until I can get to the point where I'm running on the treadmill, I'm going to give myself a lot of grace, because I'm going from one edge of life where I'm very sedentary. I don't do much. I don't want to do much. Whew. And then I'm going to gradually getting into a spot where I'm moving around and I'm having healthier habits. Number 2, plan. Plan in itself is a big one, because I realize I'm an undercover, no, not that. I am an undercover organized person. I really, 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 really love the idea of structure. I need to know where I'm going. I like to plan. If I say I'm going to be somewhere at 7 o'clock, I'll be there at 7:05. Best believe. And if something happens, I'm going to communicate to you what's going to happen. Well, if something happens or something changes, I'm communicating to whoever. If there is a second or third, fourth party, I'm communicating to them about what's changing. That, to me, I thrive off of structure. As unstructured as my life has been, I really, really thrive off of structure. And it's time for me to just lean into that. I grew up, and this is, whew, I'm so happy my mama don't watch this channel. I grew up in a very structured environment. I had 2 mommies, plus my real mommy, or 2 mommies, my older sisters, my dad. I always had someone to help me. And as I as I transitioned into my adult life, I kind of bucked against that. I bucked against the schedule. I like things on my own, but I'm sorry, y'all. These fireworks that are being shot at this very moment, it's giving gunshots, and I'm kind of low-key sick of it. But anyways, I thrive in structure, and I've always rebelled against my mom with that. So with that, I'm ready to put myself in a situation where, instead of bucking and rebelling against it, lean into it. Don't do too much. Don't be controlling with it. But get myself to a point where I'm planning everything, and I'm not getting upset if the things don't go accordingly to plan. But I'm putting myself in a situation where I'm planning my weeks ahead, doing daily things to be productive, doing what I'm supposed to do as far as with my makeup, watching, there's just so many different things that I want to do, but I need to plan it and be strategic with it. Number 3, I have to have faith. This should have been number 1, but that's just where my life is right now. I'm building my faith, because my faith, it's still a work in progress. Some people get up here, yes, I wake up in the morning with Jesus. No. Sometimes I wake up in the morning with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Sometimes I wake up in the morning with Hezekiah Walker. Sometimes I wake up in the morning with a little DMX. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. And right now, I have to build myself enough to get over the fear of procrastination, and get over the fear of not being a procrastinator anymore, if that makes sense. Because they all work in hand in tandem. I'm fearful of being successful. I'm also fearful of letting my life go past me and not doing what I'm supposed to do. I procrastinate. It takes me forever. It is literally, stop. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's 9:28 in the evening. And it's not 9:28 in the evening by accident. I had all day to do my videos, but I waited and I toiled. I was like, I don't know. I don't want to do too many videos, dude. I don't want to lose people. I don't want to do videos that people don't understand. Girl, shut up. Just do it. Stop being so neurotic about everything. Just do it. Shut up. Shut up. That's just for me. That's me. I'm not telling y'all to shut up. That is really honestly for me. And that's the kind of things that I go through from time to time. I don't have the faith. My faith ain't there yet. It's just not there yet, but it's going to be. So that's just number 3. Number 4, I want to balance. I want to work, and I want to work hard, but I don't want to burn myself out. And I also don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm just doing something just to do it. No, I want it to make sense for me. When I say it, my YouTube channel, my love life, lack thereof right now, my friends, my church life, everything has to have a balance, and I have to learn that. And that's something, because I've had such unhealthy ways all around, that's something that I'm going to have to learn. I'm low-key thinking about, once I get money up for real, is seeking some type of therapy. Honestly, I want to let go of some of these childhood traumas and all this other stuff. I'm just ready to be the best version of myself. And right now, the best version of myself is learning what the best version of myself, learning myself. I know, yes, even in my late 30s, I am still learning myself, and I'm still trying to figure out what I like and what I love and what's good for me. And sometimes I love what's not good for me. I love people that are not good for me. And sometimes I'm not good for other people. Just be honest. Toxic don't discriminate. Number 5, I want to starve my distractions. It's so crazy how I talked about balance and I talked about starving my distractions. Sometimes I can get lost in the sauce and be extremely delusional. And I can get to a point where I get lost and I escape in situations and I allow myself to get distracted when I know I'm such a bad red flag person. Like, not so bad. There's certain red flags. Clearly I'm a little choosy with my red flags, but certain situations I will ignore and I'll still hold on to it, and it is just a big distraction. The person's not a bad person. It's just the idea of the situation is just not right for me, and it's not right for my mental health. It's just not right. So in essence, I realize, and I think that I'm starting to just getting out of delusional land and just getting to the point where I'm grown. You know, I act grown, I do grown things, but it's just those connections of those people, friendships, whatever the situation is. I just have to see the friendship for what it is, and just kindly and politely just exit, figure out boundaries, or just let the whole thing go. That's just where I am right now, and I expect the same for other people with me. I have to be in a spot of almost like a semi-isolation, not even like a self-imposed, don't talk to me, don't look at me, don't text me. I just need that. That's not it. It's just the idea of just establishing a level of boundaries and just doing the best that I can do to focus and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is my channel, building content, learning, watching all of my tutorials, all of that. That's just what this channel is about. And, excuse me, what this channel is about is inspiration, and I want to be able to do that. Give myself grace. I tend to be a little hard on myself, and not everybody's like that, but I just really am. That could work in your favor if you have high goals and you want to do things out of the spirit of excellence and things like that. That's cute. But for me, from time to time, I can be a little bit hard on myself, and I can put myself in situations where if it doesn't happen the way I want, or the way I execute it, or the way I expect it, I just shut down and quit. I can't. How am I ever going to get to the other side of what I want if I just quit on step 2? I have 7 more steps to go. Sorry I keep talking about this, but this is just where I am. I wasn't ready. I didn't know my father was going to pass away. That thing is still something that the whole thing, I was not there when it happened. Thank God I was not there when it happened. Excuse me. I thank God for sparing me from that. But the whole phone call to the wake, to the funeral, like, it just is all, it was a blur, but it's a blur that it's a core memory of a blur, if that makes sense. I didn't expect it to happen. It knocked me off my feet. And right now, I'm not quote unquote thankful that it happened, but one thing I can say that it taught me is that you never know what's going to happen. You can prepare, you can prepare, you can prepare. And there's nothing wrong with being prepared. Like I said, I am going to be as prepared as I possibly can be for my weekend planning and all this other stuff, food prep, meal prep, all this stuff. But I need to give myself grace for when things don't happen or things are not as successful. Like, I don't think y'all understand, for anybody who's in content creation and you're in the stage, the budding and the beginning stage, and people have seen you do things, people don't know you, people laugh at you, people look at your videos to talk about you. I know people do. It is what it is. I see when my stuff is shared, like on social media and stuff. I see. And if you're not saying nothing, like, girl, I'm looking for you, I'm rooting for you, I know what you're trying to do. It is what it is. But it in the infancy stage of it all, when it's so like you have such a level of uncertainty and you don't know what's happening and you're sitting in it, but you still want to push through it, it is just, woo, it's a different world. It's not something that is undoable, something that you can't execute on, or a phase that you can't get through, because clearly in order to be successful, everybody has to start somewhere. But I'm just saying, because I'm in it right now, sometimes it's hard. And that's why sometimes you see big gaps and valleys between my videos, because I don't want my videos to be like just so gimmicky, and I'm just throwing videos and throwing these spaghetti videos where I'm just throwing stuff on a wall hoping it sticks, even though there is a level of that when you're finding your niche with content creation. But I don't want to just keep throwing stuff at people and throwing stuff at y'all and you'll be like, this girl don't know what she want to do. Like, I want my videos to make sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Like, I want it to make sense. And my last bullet of what we're gonna do to exit the lazy girl era is shut up. And when I say shut up, because I just said shut up earlier, I mean, I am really super mindful about a lot of things. I as an overthinker, as a closet and out of the closet overthinker, I think about everything. I think 5 steps ahead. And one thing I'm learning more and more, because it just happened to me recently, I don't tell my dreams and my plans to people. Yes, you have a channel and you're about to start doing that kind of thing, but I don't even know if the word strategic, I'm very mindful about what I put out there. I'm very mindful about who I tell my business to, because that's another one of the little things that happened in my personal life. The last couple months, I gave somebody information, or I said something to somebody, and it got out in a malicious way. Phew! I said, baby, you ain't got to worry about me. But it's something that I have to be mindful of as far as who I tell my dark secrets and my dreams to, because I'm so vulnerable, and I don't want to say hanging by a thread. I'm so close and on the cusp of coming out of one way of life. I have to be careful that I'm not spilling my guts and telling things to people that might not even know it, because I don't think everybody's malicious. I try to think, I see the best in people and try to think the best of people. I don't wake up in the morning and think about the next person. Oh, this person's gonna, like, no, that's a very, very paranoid way of thinking. But you got to keep your head on a swivel. Like, you have to be ready. But what I'm saying is, I plan on being mindful of who I talk to and what I talk about. Because to give an example, I gave information to someone about something that I wanted to do and pursue. It didn't work out in my favor, but a part of me feels like, I feel like this is so great. I don't even know if it's spiritual. I don't know, girl. But I gave this information to this person thinking that I'm just speaking in passing, and unbeknownst to me, the thing just goes kapooey. I'm like, everything was perfect until I told you. And I could be dead wrong, because I don't have anything to prove that about that person, about that situation. But this is how I plan on exiting my lazy girl era, volume 1. And if you want to exit your lazy girl era and you just got maybe 1 or 2 bullets or something that you want to work on, girl, do it. Do it. Do it. Ain't nobody stopping you but you. That's all I got. Love you all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.